This is a video explanation of the Autodesk Inventor Constraints Introduction assignment. Now, once you open up the Google Doc here, you see there are some instructions that you need to follow. What it asks you to do is for each constraint listed below, provide the following. Number one is a screenshot of the icon found in the toolbar. Number two is a definition or description, which you can find by hovering over the constraint on that same sketch toolbar. And number three is a screenshot showing you use it, which is probably the most important, because we can know what a constraint is and the definition of it, but if we can't use it, it's no good to us. And in CAD going forward, you're going to be using a lot of constraints. It actually makes your life easier once you learn how to do it. And there's a note here, be sure to crop images so they don't take over the whole screen, right? If you look here, I have number one already done for you. The constraint is coincident. Here is the description, which I just copied straight out of the toolbar. I took a snip or a screenshot of the icon, and then I used it in the sketch. So let's do that together real quick. All right, so I'm in a sketch here, or I'm in a part workspace. So I'm going to open up a sketch. I'm going to choose any of the planes. It really doesn't matter. All right, let's put, or actually back up before we do that. This is the constraint area of the toolbar. It's right next to the dimension tool. You can see here's the sketch toolbar because that is lit up blue. Here's my other toolbars, but I want sketch. When you open a new sketch, it automatically goes to this toolbar. There are 12 constraints that I want you to be familiar with. Number one, and the most important one, is coincident. So if I put my pointer there and I hover over it, you can see the definition pops up right there. All I did was I copied that definition down. Now, you can take a little screenshot of the icon and drop it in there, but to use it, I just used the example given in the pictorial right there under the definition. So there's a circle, there's an arc next to it, and you can see the first example, the arc is not touching the center point of the circle, that point in the middle of the circle, and then it uses coincident to tell it to do exactly that. So let's create that. So I have a circle, doesn't really matter the size. I have this kind of longer arc next to it. And right now, this point is not touching this. But if I want to make it do that, I grab the constraint. I select essentially both of those. I do the point and the line. And now that little yellow dot tells me that those are coincident. Now there is another way to use coincident, which is really important for you to know, is instead of points and lines or arcs, I can do points and points. So I could grab both points and tell them they have to be coincident, and there they are. There's my yellow dot confirming that. So that is number one. Continue to do the rest of these. Use them. I like to just tell kids to use the example given. That just makes life a little bit easier, but you're welcome to create your own different examples too if you want to try and create something and then implement it. So that's how to do this assignment.